I'm pleased to be here to commemorate this opening, which will take place starting tomorrow, of individuals who can drive right through here into the NAC garage after registering at the City of Ottawa garage and get tested for COVID-19. The assessment center here at the NAC is replacing the center, as I mentioned, at Coventry Road at the baseball stadium, which stopped earlier this week, obviously because of the cold and the bad weather. A big benefit of the assessment center at the NAC is that it's operating the parking garage, which of course with COVID-19 has really curtailed activities at the NAC, and the space is available. As you can imagine, the last thing you wanted to do was to have a nurse or a healthcare worker shivering and shaking when they tried to do a swab in your nose. Residents will be able to access City Hall parking garage at the time of their scheduled booking, complete their registration, and then drive over to the NAC parking garage. There's increased ventilation, carbon monoxide detectors. The heating system is a lot hotter in here than it would normally be, to make it as pleasant an experience for both the great frontline workers as well as those individuals coming. We also have news about those individuals who do not have a vehicle and who want to use their feet and use public transit. The McNabb Assessment Center will open next week, starting, I believe, on Monday, Brent, if I'm not mistaken, and that will allow individuals in the Central Core to go and access these kinds of services without having access to an automobile. So the downtown has Brewer, the 3 community health centers, as well as now the NAC Drive-Thru Assessment Center.
I'd like to take a moment to remind people of the 4 main categories of people who should seek testing. The first is those who have symptoms of COVID-19. The second is those who have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for the virus and has been instructed by Ottawa Public Health or notified through the COVID-19 alert app. Also, if you're a resident or work in a setting that has a COVID-19 outbreak and as identified and informed by us at Ottawa Public Health. And fourth, you're eligible for testing as part of a targeted testing initiative directed by the Ministry of Health or the Ministry of Long-Term Care. It is also important to note that at this facility, when it opens, that minors under the age of 14 will not be tested at this location, which is similar to what occurred at Coventry.
With this site open, we now have capacity to continue forward with our assessment and testing. Having said that, as this disease progresses over the coming months, the regional testing assessment team will continue to monitor and will probably make adjustments. As the Mayor said, the McNabb site is opening, and we'll continue to monitor and make adjustments on a go-forward basis to make sure that patients, families, and friends across this region have access to assessments and testing.